American Express high yield savings account. Is it the best one out there when it comes to high yield savings in 2025? We'll find out in today's video. And there are some great features that this organization has, but there are some cons and some things that you need to know about it so you can make the best decision for yourself. So let's get right into it. And if you don't know anything about me, my name is Alex, and my goal here in this channel is to help you earn more money and achieve financial freedom and security. And by the way, if you are interested in making money with YouTube, if you're a busy person, you have a family, you have responsibilities, and you still want to leverage YouTube and start making money online and diversifying your income without having to quit your full-time job, I'm going to leave a link in the description. All right, so now when it comes to the interest rate for American Express, the APY is currently at 3.8% as of January 2025, and that's not too bad. Now, there are other accounts out there that are giving you low fours, maybe mid fours. Some organizations, and this is a warning to you, some organizations out there are providing extremely high APYs. I've seen some in the high fours and even like 5. I get a little skeptical when an organization gives you a much higher than usual APY, because then when you start looking into the footnotes and the requirements, because that organization may give you a very high APY for a month just so that they can get you in the door, and they, maybe without you knowing, or maybe they said it in the footnotes and the requirements, they tell you, oh, it's only for a month, and then after that it drops to 3.5, right? So just make sure that you are aware and you know these details, especially with organizations that are not too well known. There are many banks out there, and I saw a rise of many organizations that were providing high yield savings accounts, and they seemed very, very promising, but the reality is that there are many people that are taking advantage of the situation, especially when the rates were very, very high. So just keep that in mind. I don't want you to get through it. I want you to make sure that you increase your income, make sure that you take care of it, so that way you don't have to go through any financial hardship ever, okay? Keep that in mind. All right, so now, opening account bonus, there, it's like a ninja there. So opening account bonus, currently there is none. Sometimes they give you incentives. These organizations give you incentives, but with respect to their high yield savings accounts, they don't. They do have a ton of incentives, of course, if you are familiar with the credit cards, with their premium credit cards. That's a whole nother world, right? When it comes to FDIC insurance, of course, AMEX is FDIC insured up to $250,000. As I mentioned in previous reviews and in previous videos, there are ways that if you have a lot of money and you want to take advantage of a high yield savings account, you can increase this FDIC insurance up to $1.25 million when you start dealing with trust and start adding beneficiaries to your trust. So that's a little bit more complex than just opening a high yield savings account online in 5 minutes, right? So just keep that in mind. It's an option that I need you to be aware of so that you can make the best decision for yourself. All right, so great features here. No minimum deposit, no monthly fees. Of course, we all like that. So here's a screenshot of the APY as of January. Now, when it comes to account access, of course, very important. Once I put money in, how do I get it out? Or how do I put money in even? So account access, of course, is the online regular web app. Now, they do have a checking account, and when a checking account, you do get an ATM, and in that case, you would be able to access your high yield savings, transferring from your high yield savings to your checking. So it's definitely a neat feature that I personally like in case you like your money right away, right? So if let's say you have an emergency, you need money right now, hey, I can go to the ATM, transfer, and then you're good to go. Now, when it comes to making deposits, of course, they offer the good old bank transfer, regular transfer, of course, which is free, by the way. I've gotten some questions on people saying, hey, are transfers free to high yield savings accounts? And yes, what you get charged for in most of cases is wire transfers. Most banks out there will charge you for a wire transfer, but they won't charge you for a bank transfer. Now, a wire transfer, it's more direct, it's quicker. But a transfer, on the other hand, takes like maybe a couple hours, maybe takes like a day, 2 days. And in the case of American Express, of course, it takes 1 to 2 business days, which is pretty standard. Like most banks out there take about 1 to 3 business days to transfer your money to another organization. So you can also, of course, mail checks. You can make deposit checks online with your phone, which I personally find extremely useful. Sometimes I get checks in the mail and I want to deposit them. And I was like, oh man, like I have to find another way because I can't put it in my high yield savings account directly. I don't have AMEX. I did open an account, but I no longer have it. I opened it for research purposes, but I no longer have it. But that has nothing to do with the performance of the account itself, by the way. All right. Now, when it comes to services, checking and savings, of course, they're a full service organization, right? Like, I mean, does it need to be introduced? It's Amex, right? Now, because I started talking about credit cards here, there's one thing that came to mind, and that is the American Express Blue Cash Preferred Card, which, in my opinion, it's an amazing cashback credit card. It's perfect for people who buy tons of groceries, eat at home, you use a lot of streaming services. If you spend a lot of money on gas, especially for families, I think it's an amazing credit card. I'm going to leave a link in the description if you are interested, because you can put a lot of money back in your pocket. So this is a very, very useful tool. I personally love it, and that's the reason I am letting you know about this option for credit card if you use them. All right, so this is the ATM card that they don't give it to you if you only have a high yield savings account. So here is the screenshot for the full service organization. Of course, straight from the website. They have a ton of services, and this is how you can deposit your money. All right. Now, with all this being said, when it comes to getting to know an organization, personally, when you start getting to know someone a little better, you start liking them a little more. I read a quote from Abraham Lincoln a while ago, and he said something like, "I don't like that man. I must get to know him better." I love this quote, by the way, because it really shines light into how when we start getting to know them, understanding them, and overall, it makes us have better relationships with others. At least that's the way I see it, right? I'm an optimist person. So let me know what you think about this. So American Express so having said all of this, American Express, of course, was founded in Buffalo, New York. So if you are from New York, then maybe you have a relationship. Now you relate to them a little more, right? So, but it was founded like a long time ago, like in 1850. Crazy times in 1850. And yeah, it was a while ago, right? All right. Now, moving on, the withdrawal frequency allowed per month. So how many times can you withdraw your money from your high yield savings account? It is unlimited for American Express, which of course is a great feature. Now, what are other people saying? NerdWallet, Bankrate, these websites out there. So NerdWallet gives it a 4.2 out of 5 for savings. Bankrate, same rate. And of course, they do have customer service. All right, so let's start putting everything together now and look at the pros and cons for American Express. So when it comes to the pros, of course, we have the competitive APY at 3.8%. We have the branding, right? The history, the relatability, and the peace of mind that comes with it. When you're familiar with an organization and you know that it's good, then they give you the peace of mind and deep down, at least for me, right? Of course, no minimum deposit, the monthly fees, the FDIC insurance, and the full service, which brings you convenience. Now, honestly, I couldn't find that many cons with this account. It's very, very solid. The only cons that I found was the APY could be a little higher. It's still really good. Like, I mean, I would open an account with them, and but still could be higher, right? It's like a wish. It's like, man, just give me maybe like a 0.25 more to make it a little more juicy. But it is what it is. They do have other products, of course, that really, I think, get attention and then bring people in. Then they also have their no branch access, right? So it's all online, and that can maybe strike a nerve with some people who are not too comfortable with online banking, especially when you're just giving your cash like this to the internet. Anyway, but keep in mind that every financial organization has good and bad reviews, and at the end of the day, you have to choose the one that is best for you based on what you know and based on how relevant the comments are. There is no perfect organization. Okay, now, would I recommend Amex to my mother? Yes, if she is looking. I feel like in these videos I talk about my mom a lot. My mom's ear must be so red. But yeah, so I would recommend this to my mom if she wants that familiarity, the trust, the branding that comes with the American Express name. If she already has American Express products, maybe she has a credit card, maybe she has the Blue Cash Preferred, which I told her about it, and she was like, yeah, and then she never got the American Blue Cash Preferred, which is amazing again. Also, if she wants a hub to keep everything, if she wants a decent interest rate, maybe not the highest, but at least a decent. And also, if she wants to mail checks, maybe she's a little bit more old school, or maybe you are also a little more old school, and like, you know what, I mail my checks. I think, well, you can actually make that happen with American Express. Also, I would recommend Amex if my mom is looking for maybe to maximize her savings. She just wants the highest APY out there available, and there are other options. Also, if there are other competitors with similar features and higher APYs. Maybe also if she wants a bonus, right? Like if she wants a bonus and like SoFi and like as I mentioned, Laurel Road and Discover, they give you some bonuses, but you have to deposit a lot of money, right? So is the AMEX high yield savings account for you? So check the links in the description if you're interested in opening an account with them, or if you want to learn more about the Blue Cash Preferred credit card from American Express, which is one of the best ones, if not the best cashback credit card for families who spend a lot on groceries, streaming, transit. So I'm going to leave all of those resources in the description. If you have any requests, any questions, please let me know in the comments. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. And if you are a busy professional who wants to diversify your income and make money online and start using YouTube as a business, then let me know in the comments if you don't want to quit your job and still make money. All right, guys. So with that being said, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.